Hello, dear students. Today we will take the last topic of this lesson, that is, some natural resources are limited. I already told you that those natural resources which are limited, these are known as exhaustible natural resources. Exhaustible natural resources. Natural resources. Exhaustible natural resources. The resources which are very limited. And if we take the examples of these, that it is coal, petroleum, forests, minerals, etc. And these all are very limited in quantity, but the pressure of usage, or humans use these exhaustible natural resources very heavily. Due to the heavy usage of these natural resources, at one time they will be vanished, or they will be totally lost from us. And what should we do? Usually by burning coal and petroleum, lot of pollutants come out, lot of pollutants come out lot of pollutants come out and pollute our environment, or you can say air. These are formed of carbon, that is why these are hydrogen and carbon. These are also known as hydrocarbon fuels. Due to advancement in the technology, factories, industries, automobiles, all they run on the petroleum and coal and produce lot of air pollutants, and these air pollutants, they get accumulate in our atmosphere and cause different types of problems, like greenhouse effect, like greenhouse effect, global warming, global warming, acid rain, and all these are very dangerous for us, because actually greenhouse effect, due to which the global warming occurs, due to which the acid rain occurs, and this all these effects are caused by the air pollutants which are produced by these hydrocarbons. On one hand, they are very essential for our development, and on the other hand, by burning these fossil fuels, we get the side effects like greenhouse effect, global warming, acid rain, etc. These, how we have to deal with these problems then? There are different these techniques. First one, we have to use alternate fuel, or alternate fuel. We have to use alternate fuel, or if these are non-exhaustible or inexhaustible. For example, solar energy. We have to be dependent more and more on solar energy, wind energy, usually electricity or electric energy. These are the some ways by which you can prevent your these pollutions in your environment. Now, how you can reduce the usage of these hydrocarbons? Though you are driving, or the automobile is run over the petroleum, or you can say petrol and diesel, or maximum possible distance you have to run your car on average speed and on a constant gear, or you can say, yeah, the constant speed, maximum possible time on the traffic. When you reach the traffic lights, or you can say crossing, you have to wait on the crossing by switching off your engine, so that after 1 minute or 2 minutes you will cross over from the crossing, because you will not waste your fossil fuels, because these are very limited. And next is we have to use new cars and models, car models, so that the fuel efficiency in these models is very great, and we can save this fuel by taking these steps. We have to switch off unnecessary lights at your home. We have to switch on, we have to, when you cook something on the gas, you have to put a lid over the pot or over the utensil, so that the cooking would be more efficient, and it will save you approximately 10% of your gas and time. Therefore, these are some methods by which you can save your these limited resources by using alternative fuel or alternative source of light, and also some preventive measures or some measures by which you can reduce the usage of these hydrocarbon fuels, or you can say fossil fuels. Thank you. Have a nice day.